Okay, with the Super Bowl coming up, I have a couple questions. The first question being, why do we call football players positions, the positions we call them? For example, why do we call it a quarterback? Do they say a quarter of the way back? No, I don't think so. Why are they also not called a running back, right? Like a quarterback has to do with a quarter of a whole, but we don't have a whole back. We don't have a half back. So the quarter got to do with anything. And anyways, why do we then call the next position a running back as though they're the only ones running? They're not. The quarterback also can run. Wide receivers, they run a lot. Like, from my understanding, they run the most. The only position that actually makes sense, the only name that actually makes sense is kicker, right? So there's like kicker, but then why isn't the quarterback called the thrower? And then you've got an offensive line and a defensive line, but effectively they're doing the same thing, right? They're a line that's blocking other players. So why not? Are they not the same players? And then finally, tight end. I don't understand this one at all. Like, is this my understanding is that it's keeping the players like in a tight little constrained little bubble. But they seem to be the ones that are always catching the touchdowns, like the wide receivers. So aren't they all kind of the same thing? Tight ends and wide receivers, same position, right? You're getting the touchdowns. Why not just catcher? You've got a kicker. The quarterback could be the thrower, and then the wide receivers could be the catchers. I just want to know like where they came up with these names and how they came up with these names, because it just feels like there wasn't a lot of strategy put into this. For example, in soccer, you call the person who's on the defensive line the fullback, right? Because they stay all the way back. So shouldn't the defensive line be called the fullbacks? We'd have like quarterbacks and fullbacks and running backs. At least it would all be like part of the same family of backs.